I'm here today conducting an attempt to repair or pliability test here on Kyle Finkel's roof. Here I have marked a wind damaged shingle. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start by loosening the shingles above that one, seeing where this one starts and ends, and marking both start and end with a white chalk. So I'm going to take my flat bar here. I'm going to go here on this one first. And it starts here. So I'm going to mark it. And it ends here. I'm already seeing a little bit of wear just from my flat bar entering underneath of it. Now I'm going to go with the next row above. I'm seeing a lot of mat transfer and some granule loss from my bar passing up underneath of the shingle. So before I show you guys anything else, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark my area of repair. So here I'm marking the area in which the shingles will be manipulated. So I have marked off my area of repair. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to number each one of these tabs. So I'm going to start right here with tab number 1. This is tab number 2. This is tab number 3. Tab number 4, tab number 5, tab number 6, tab number 7. Let me make sure you guys are still within frame. Okay, perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bar right here, my little claw, and I'm going to remove the first set of nails. I'm going to start from tab number 1, work over to 4, and then from 5, 6, and 7. So starting here on tab number 1, I'm only lifting it as high as I need to in order to nail it. I'm not going past that point that I would lift once I'm getting in here with a hammer. So I have nail number 1 on tab number 1. I'm going to go with nail number 2 on tab number 2, under tab number 2, my apologies. These nails are a little bit deeply embedded. So that's nail number 2 on tab number 2. Now I'm going to nail number 3 under tab number 3. The only reason I'm hammering on my claw right now is because these nails are really deeply embedded in the shingle. As you can hear, it's a little bit slippery up here. There's quite a lot of granules that are coming loose. This is number 4, nail number 1 under tab number 4. Actually, I don't have to remove that one. Now I'm going to go to number 5. Number 5 has 2 nails under it. There we go. That's my second nail under tab number 5. I'm gonna go over here to tab number 6. The shingle is extremely stiff right now, so it's really hard to not have these granules come loose, especially when I'm having to use my claw to get these nails out in the way that I'm doing it. Okay, so there we go. This is my wind damage shingle. This wind damage shingle from the row above. So here, as you can see, this is my area of repair. This wind damage shingle right here, you can see. And if you look real careful at this shingle, there is mat transfer everywhere on this shingle. Now I'm going to take my matching shingle right here. But first, what I'll do is we're going to go through what has occurred during this repair. As you can see, this bottom section right here has tons of mat transfer. This glue strip is now compromised due to this mat transfer, and the shingle that's going to sit down here will not be able to re-adhere properly to sections of this glue strip, and we have the possibility of reoccurring wind damage here on this shingle because it won't adhere properly. So here you can see as well on this section on tab number 1, we have a ton of mat transfer. Here, and here was the old shingle. That's the mat transfer that I showed over there. We'll go right up to tab number 7. Tab number 7, you can see a ton of mat transfer as well. For example, right here, right here, right here, here on this tab as well. There's some mat transfer here, some mat transfer on this section and this section. There's a little tiny bit on this end right here. And as you can see, this shingle cracked from me lifting up. This is not 90 degrees. It might look a little bit steeper because the shingle cracked right there, but realistically, this is probably 35 degrees of lift. Here on this shingle as well, on this tab, this is tab number 5. Tab number 5, you can see again, mat transfer almost everywhere except for this section over here. From here forward, it's just all mat transfer. So we can also see on multiple of these, this is where my flat bar came in and broke the glue strip, and the granules immediately came loose. On this one, like I said, it has like a crack on the end right here. This one has some granule loss as well. This one a little bit, and this one a little bit. But mainly, our main concern is going to be that mat transfer there. So I'm going to set you guys back down, and we're going to continue with the repair. So I'm going to take my new shingle. Of course, it's not a perfect match. Unfortunately, there's not that many 3-tab shingles being sold at the supply centers that we buy our material at. So this one was one that closely resembled this shingle. I was not able to find an exact match to this shingle. It is either discontinued or no one carries it within 150-mile radius from me. So here we go. It honestly blends in kind of okay. If you don't look too hard, you might not see it. So I'm going to take my nails. I'm going to reuse these ones. They're not rusty, so I'm going to go ahead and reuse them. So I'm going to go for tab number 1. I'm going to insert my first nail. This is how high, actually a little bit higher, I have to lift to be able to nail the shingle properly. So I'm gonna go in with tab number 1. That's nail number 1 under tab number 1. I'm gonna put my nail under tab number 2. Tab number 3. I'm not lifting higher than what I need to in order to nail the shingle. So here I have to lift up this high to be able to nail the shingle properly. If I lift up just a little bit, how am I gonna nail? So I have to lift up this high, and I'm not causing too much strain on this shingle because all of these nails are out of it. So as you can see, all of them are moving together. It's not just one. I'm not just gonna crease one shingle by doing this, but I am going to lift up the rest. So in order to nail it, I have to lift up this high, and I have to lift up almost all of these to nail that one. So now I'm gonna go with my last nail here in the corner. Once again, my nail is in the proper position. This is how high I have to lift it in order to nail it. Now I'm gonna go up here, tab number 5. This one had 2 nails, if you guys remember correctly. So 2 nails, nail number 1. Yet again, I'm only lifting up as high as I need to in order to nail this shingle. I am not lifting up past the point where this shingle will get compromised. I am only lifting up enough to nail it, and that's it. So I'm gonna put in my second to last nail. Here's my last one under tab number 7. If you guys can bear with me 1 second, I'm gonna grab my brush. I'm sorry for the wait. Unfortunately, I forgot my little paintbrush. So what I'm gonna do now is, before we walk through the rest of what has occurred during this repair, we are going to find a random area here on the roof. We are going to mark it off. So we'll go right here and right here, and we're gonna put test. Okay, so this is my test area. I'm gonna test for granule loss. So I'm gonna grab my brush, same one I'm gonna use over there, and we're just gonna swipe on this. As you can see, there's not a lot that's happening here, not a lot that's coming loose. We're gonna go to the area that has been manipulated. We're gonna start over here in tab number 1. So I'm not seeing a ton of granule loss other than the cracks and the little bit that happened from me lifting up on it. So here yet again, we have slight granule loss and like almost like a little trench right here on this, right here. Here we can see little bits of granule loss here and there. This one is a little bit harder to see, but there is granule loss everywhere on this shingle. Same with this one above. This one above cracked right there in the corner. Number 7, same thing. From my bar coming underneath of this, it has pushed the granules out of it. So here, I'll show you guys again. We have mat transfer. So shingle, I'm gonna start Xing these ones out when they failed. So shingle number 1, due to that mat transfer, failed. Shingle number 2, doesn't matter. This one will pass because of the new glue strip. This one will pass. Whoosh. You can hear the granules coming loose under my feet. But here we have mat transfer as well, so we're gonna do that. Here we have mat transfer as well, so we're gonna do a M and a T for mat transfer. Here, same thing. On this corner, we have a ton of mat transfer. So here, this is gonna be a fail area as well. So we're gonna put a M and a T. So now we're gonna go to the next row above. This one right here, as you can see, mat transfer in the corner, mat transfer in the middle, mat transfer in the end. This one has mat transfer all over as well. And this one's okay. This one will pass. So number 7 will fail. Number 6 will fail. And yeah, so total we have 1 granule loss, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shingles that have granule loss on them. So we're gonna put up here, we're gonna put A, T, R, fail. We're gonna put 7 out of 7. I'm gonna put a G and an L for granule loss. And then we're gonna do for mat transfer, it's gonna be 1, 2. So right here, 1, right here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 out of 7 out of 10. So 7 out of 10 equals mat transfer. This is my test square. So test passed for granule loss. Here we have fails.